Howdy. Oh man. So I'm back. Gonna be doing some more Seiryu tonight, and maybe some Blue Mage shit. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely, probably gotta talk about some pretty crazy shit. I like doing that. Let's get to it though. Yesterday got some really fucking good progression in Seiryu. Got to, like, I think it was 2% Enrage. We may have even hit 1, but we got Enrage. It was a big deal for me. Really want to get back in there. And, like, if you can get that far, we can get it clear, you know? So, or I could get it clear. Whatever. It'll be different people, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and get that party finder up. And I'll go get some random shenanigans started. Doubt it, but I'm gonna check it really quick. Yeah, damn. Damn, I'm tired. I'm just gonna say that. I don't really know for sure if we made it to 1 last night or not, but let's make sure. Looks about right, let's hope for the best. And now I'm just gonna go fuck off for a little bit. Oh yeah. Howdy. So, for anybody else that gets into, like, random cryptocurrency, a couple days ago, Elon Musk said Dogecoin was fucking cool. Without the fucking word in there, but still. I'd invest. Actually, that's not my position to tell anybody to do that at all. That's something, it's something like, I don't know. I'm definitely not the person to give you financial advice. Let's see what it's going to be. There's no jackpot on this card. Let's scratch it off anyway and see what we got. 3,600. I'm about it. Good deal. What's next? Potentially jackpot. And it's not. 252. What else we got? What do we got? No jackpot. 36. It wasn't a bad run with it. Not the greatest, but I'm okay with it. Let's see. Don't really know what else to do. Let's see. I know exactly what I could do. I could do it here, but might as well go back here anyway. Sorry, I'm just checking one thing really quick. Okay, sorry about that. Had to look at one thing. Rez! What is up? How are you? How have you been, Rez? How was your today? Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I had to really think about that. So, also here lately, YouTube notifications may be wonky. For those of you that don't really stream but like to just watch YouTube stuff, they're changing the YouTube Creator Studio and making it, I think they're trying to mirror Twitch, to be honest with you, but their setup and format so far, sorry YouTube, it's horrendous. Nothing's there that you need. There's loads of options that are irrelevant. Like when I'm trying to look at my videos to get to my playlist, instead of having to go all the way to my title screen, or not necessarily title screen, but dashboard or the actual channel itself, that's like the only place you can get to like your playlist. Like I could rip this thing a new one, and I'm trying to be respectful with it by just skipping it. I've made a little comments, but let me tell you, I don't like it. My day was awful. Like, that's not an exaggeration. It was bad. It was, like, shitty. Like, shitty. But it's okay. It's over. I'm home. I'm doing this shit. Rez, you should get in on this party with me. Like, I know, you haven't really had much of a hands-on with Seiryu, but man, this would be the place to do it. It's really not a hard fight either. Like, I honestly feel like if you can beat Suzaku, you can beat Seiryu. And again, you know, I've said stuff like this multiple times, and I know I still haven't had Seiryu, but like, it's kind of like a party thing, honestly. You know, everybody's got to be on board with it. Last night I had a few speed bumps of my own I was trying to deal with. But I'm confident, no doubt, that I can get that clear. Minato, what's up? Rip this thing a new one. What have you gotten yourself into? I don't know. Oh, no good. Yeah, my day was terrible. But yeah, like I said, sorry about YouTube notifications. Not really anything I can really do about it. It's YouTube. They've just got to like work on whatever it is they're trying to convert over. I really wished it was more of like an option, like they were doing. Like they've had this new creator studio for a while, and they were like gave everybody an option for the beta. Well, I feel like nobody liked the beta, so nobody wanted to use it. Like nobody recommended using the beta either because it's that bad. So instead of leaving beta, they forced us all to switch and just give you like a minor option at the bottom left-hand screen that says YouTube Classic. Classic. They should have just left it alone and made YouTube Studio optional. It's terrible. You can try it, watch the video, but it was a lot to remember. honestly, like, once you get that hands-on in there, it sounds like a lot to remember. Like, I hate to say this about Mr. Happy's video or Miss Tech. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen them both. And, because I felt like, honestly, there was just some missing link that I was using. Like, they have a billion words for this font. Well, let me tell you. Like, I don't ever want to do it like a walkthrough video unless I beat a font. Obviously, I'd look like an ass. But really, like, they oversell it so bad. Miss Tech and Mr. Happy. Like, the font is so straightforward. I will give you the dumbed down version of this font, and it's going to be confusing without visual image. But, like, and I'm not saying this, like, in any way towards anybody. Like, I'm just saying, like, once you get that hands-on in there, if you can handle Suzaku, you can handle Seiryu. Like, old Suzy in the ska, now that's annoying. The only thing about Seiryu right now that it's annoying to me is I've missed all the clear parties and now I'm waiting to get in on another one. Or, well, really, I'm trying to create one. But, yeah, like, really, it's just, like, so straightforward, you know? Like, initially you're fought in Seiryu, pushes you out into the water with the snakes, come back before the water kills you, avoid all the Todds, follow his arrows, avoid Big Smash and Goblin Man, follow his arrows again, kill all the ads, attack Seiryu, follow the arrows, and if you get the little things on you, go to the side. That's like the only thing you gotta remember, really. Other than that, it's like a lot of DPS and tank work. Your Doom's been making bad choices since Google bought them. Well, I could probably agree with that. You'll try your best. I think you'll do great, Rez. We've done a lot of content. And, well, better yet, you're the only person I know in real life, other than myself, that really sat down and tried to, like, grind Rathalos. And luckily, you get to bear fruit from it. Well, I just got a bunch of scales over here. I think you can do it. Like, if you can handle Rathalos especially, you can handle Seiryu. Stand here in the right spot. The boss fought not very hard, just people are poop. That is the best way to put it. And it's not everybody. There's some really good players out there. But there are some people that don't know the meaning of progression. And, like, oh man, I've been in so many parties. And honestly, it's happened more in Savage than it has Extreme, but I've been in so many parties where you go into a fight, and it's a progression party. Like, they are going in there knowing people are still trying to learn some stuff, or get used to some things. And there'll be people that quit on the first run, and it's just so mind-blowing sometimes, especially when it's DPS. Those are the ones that get me the most. It's like, whoa. I'm kind of happy the red mage left and kind of sad. I'm sad because, damn it, now we need another player. I'm happy because it was another red mage and, like, it would have really slowed down. Because every time I've been in this fight, another thing that's happened, we've had to use the LB3. Unfortunately, I'm bringing people back to life and not for the, like, if we would have had that LBS, oh, man. It wouldn't have been an Enrage death. It would have at least been a clear. But, I don't know. We'll hope for the best. Kinda wish Steven was on. I'm trying to talk him into getting here. Like, I've got confidence. And just like, you know, there's certain people I've played with in this game, and there's some people that I've ran things with, like you, Rez, that I just have confidence in. Like, if we're gonna do this, I believe, you know, even if it doesn't happen, we'll at least get sound progression, and it will eventually happen. I don't always get that feeling with randos. You know, there should be more that you can do, like, in this game when you're having to wait on these periods. Like, I know I could be, like, working on the culinarian right now, but I've had a long day at work, and I just don't feel like grinding a job in the game after working a full-time job in real life right now. In these moments, I just wish there's something else. You know, I know I could go fuck off at the Gold Saucer, too, but it's still very grindy and still kind of feels like work. You did chaos in about an hour? Not very tough. Honestly, all of like I think it was Alphascape anyway, Savage, like I got way too annoyed to even do it anymore. Like I'll probably get back to it when it's like late as fuck. But as of now, I'm still too annoyed to even get back to it. This bad boy here is what I'm really trying to work on. Fucking trawl. I agree. I mean, it really is too much. Like, even the game people, like, the game devs and everything, and I don't even want to say Square Enix with the Final Fantasy XIV crew, like, even they're saying, like, you know, like, all this, like, tank swap shit that they keep throwing out at people, like, there's just, like, don't get me wrong, that content can be fun if you've got people that you can run it with and trust. That is a very strong thing that I believe in. If you're just, you know, a scrub out here that's trying to have fun and just trying to run hard content, oh, it's not that fun. It's like, you literally have to rely on everybody. And when you're just a bunch of people trying to rely upon yourself in like a small group, oh, chaos is chaos. The echo buff. Damn. I didn't even think about that. Is that not, like... That's crazy. I didn't even think about the echo now. That deserves a 2019 shid. Maybe I should have put, like, in the title, I don't know. Please join, I have candy. So, as I was saying earlier, if you wanted to get into some random crypto right now, Dogecoin is kicking it. When Elon Musk is talking about it, you know that shit's fucking doing good. Or about to do good. About to do good. It's kind of been like a deadline for a very long time. I've had, like, listen to this. I've invested in Dogecoin because it's so cheap, and I believe it's gonna work one day. Like, I believe one day it's gonna kick. One day. You know, I don't know when. I don't even know for sure. I just believe. Which is, if you know me, blind belief is not something that I do often. I love science, I love math. Kinda. I really honestly hate math, but there's math and science, so I gotta deal with it. So, like, being that as it may, as volatile as Dogecoin is, you would think, like, I would be one of those people like, nah, like, I don't even play the lottery. The closest thing to the lottery that I'll play is buying cryptocurrency and doing scratch-offs for MGP in this game. That's as close as it gets, because I feel like, honestly, it's a big waste of money. Sure, the dream's there. It's like, ugh, I could win. But that's like, you know, like, you know, we'll be realistic. I won't say 7 billion, which probably 7 billion's the number I should use, but more realistically, probably like 5.2 billion other people playing the lottery are probably thinking all at the exact same time, oh, I might win, you know, like, and that's kind of how I guess I feel with Dogecoin, but I've got a lot more confidence in it, and especially, like I said, you know, coming from me of all people, this is a lot, and even hearing it today, like, I've believed in Dogecoin. I've, like, bought Dogecoin back in July of last year. November, it did great. After November, it's been pure shit. Like, not moved a muscle. It's been less than a quarter of a penny for a fucking coin. But as soon as I hear Elon Musk talking about it, in just today, like, I watched it go up like a full 30% increase to like a 15% decrease, back to another 15% increase. It's been a wild ride today. Like, I'm talking straight roller coaster shit. It's something to look into, though. Especially, like I said, you know, with somebody like Elon Musk really looking into it, the guy's a genius. The guy's changing the world and will change the world. And that's something to really, like, look in right there. Like, if he's looking at it, and, like, there's lots of reason behind it. There was a whole April Fool's joke about how they said Dogecoin needed a new CEO. They used all, like, the current top Bitcoin salesmen, and then randomly Elon Musk, and 54% voted Elon Musk. It was actually a landslide if you actually look at the votes. And he saw it like the day after, not the day of, and he just sold into it, played on with the joke, because Elon Musk is a cool motherfucker like that. And, but honestly, still, like, promotes and says, you know, Dogecoin is cool, and he believes in it, and that is a big deal. And, you know, when you have somebody that powerful, I hate to say powerful, but that's the only way to put it. This guy has the mind of a genius, and I'm damn near sure he either has AI or a supercomputer. Don't test me. We will find the truth one day, but he's got something. It's either that or he's from the future. And, let me tell you, hearing that makes me believe in myself a little bit more. I currently sit on 5,455 Dogecoin. It sounds like a lot, but really, it's a steal. It was definitely a steal when I bought them, because they were at, like, 0.0019 of a penny. Now it's at 0.0035 of a penny, if you want to know how crazy just Elon Musk can change something. This is the guy ahead of Tesla, by the way, SpaceX, Boring Company, Solar City. The guy's a genius, and like I said, he is literally changing the world. Another reason you don't play tank, because heard people talk about tanking and it seems very complicated. Honestly, I've played tank in this game. I've got my Dark Knight up to 70, and once I got it there, I played with it for a little bit and did some of the content. And my opinion on tanking is, yeah, it is complicated in this game. I tanked in World of Warcraft quite a bit. Didn't have that many problems. Like, there's a few things you got to worry about swapping here and there, but this game got super intricate with the tank swaps. It's like, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. It's like they wanted to fuck people up or something and just make stuff way too complicated when it comes to tanking. Like, believe me, this is the only game I've played where tanking is so complicated. I'm not saying it's impossible. Literally, loads of people do it. Thousands of people do it within this game and love doing it. I myself, kind of stand with you there, Rez. I mean, I don't think, you know, like I said, I've done it. I've got a tank up to 70. I got my... Shit, his armor level is, item level is probably fucking terrible. It's 339. It could have been a lot worse. But, I don't know. It's just, kind of like you. I would much rather just DPS. I would rather heal than be a tank in this game. And healing's kind of annoying in this game too. But healing in all MMOs is annoying. So that comes with the territory of being a healer. But tanking, there's just so many things. Like let's use Chaos for example. Tank swapping for the stages is something like that is just a horrendous mess to me. It's a mathematical jumble of just, I don't have a word for it. It's that though. It is a, not even a jumble. It's a mathematical jungle. Like, the guy that created that was probably, like, looking at stats, probably been up for, like, 4 days on 5 computers, and he's like, I've done it. Over here, we'll do this. This move will go on tank swap. Then we'll do this. I'm not even looking at the keyboards. I don't know what I'm doing. I've been up for fucking 4 days. I can see through my hands. I'm transparent. What's that, Yoshi P? Is it done yet? I'll have it done. More coffee. Oh yeah, my hands aren't on the keyboard. You're definitely correct. I feel like it was something like that. And then they had some fucking crazy ass fucking shit. And then like Yoshi P's like, will they be able to beat it? And the guy's like, my math says they can. And he's like, okay, let's run it. Yeah, let's do it. Put it out there. Let's do it. Then the fans get it, and some of them are like, that is the greatest thing ever. It's the hardest thing I've ever played. And other fans are like, what the fuck is this jazz? You told me this was a punk rock concert, and I'm getting here. It's a motherfucking orchestra up there. Is that a violin? Is that guy playing violin? piano and flute at the same time while also using his other fucking hand back here to fucking play the chime every now and then? He sell his soul to the goddamn devil? Did he find the devil? Did he theoretically find, outside of hypothetical and theoretical, did he find the physical living devil? Is the devil real? And he found him and sold his soul to him and out there doing that crazy shit? Something like that. Play healer because people are bad. Bad at it. I feel you. That was honestly the reason I eventually wanted to do healer at first too, was I got so annoyed doing content in this game over and over and over and not getting heals when I needed them. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna play the one healer that looks kind of cool and the least complicated. And I chose White Mage. It's true. It's true. I'm not gonna lie. Australogian looks like a fucking nightmare. I feel like I can handle Scholar. I mean, I play Summoner all the fucking time. It's my main. And everybody says I should play Scholar. They said I would lock it. Especially if I play White Mage and I've played Summoner. I would block Scholar. But that's legit. I'm being real. That's the reason I chose White Mage. Like, it looked like the least complicated one out of all of them. Like, you just go in there, you could do it, and you could figure it out fucking quick. And it was true. Like, White Mage, it's honestly the biggest reason I play it in fucking PvP too, because that is a savage land of no hills. Chaz, what's up? How's it going, chat? Spear up, boom! I love it. How's it going, Chaz? He sent a car into space. It's still floating up there, I believe. It is, actually, yeah. He sent his actual Tesla. Like, obviously, it would be his. He owns the company Tesla. But, yeah, he sent his actual Tesla car into space. It was an unmanned, flight plan, but they had the crash test dummy in there. I can't remember the name. They actually named the crash test dummy, but yeah, they shot it into space. Elon Musk will take us to Mars. I promise you that. Like, that is his goal. We are going to Mars. Well, we'll never go to Mars. Right now, the current price to a seat on the first ship to Mars is $10 billion. Unless you're a fucking super genius. If you are a super genius, you probably got $10 billion to just throw around. Just saying. But yeah, that is the current price for a seat on the flight path to Mars. Murder shit with cool looking spells. What? Had someone calling out what to do in Discord. Yeah. That's definitely a big help when it comes to doing the Savage content. Vocal help. It's hard to do with streaming. It's one of those things, 100%, you gotta trust everybody in your fucking chat. Well, boy, I've ran into problems where there's two things that's happened. I don't have enough people for that. Or the trust thing. There's a few people I've trusted on the stream with other mocks as well. But it's a big thing. Fourth Hokage. Hope we go to Mars soon. Well, let me tell you this. It will be kind of soon, actually. It'll be within our lifetime. I'll promise you that. I have followed everything Elon Musk for, like, all of, like, the ass end of 2018 and all of 2019. That's not a long time, I give you that. It's not. But, if you've got no life, that's a lot of time for a guy like me. I literally have researched almost everything I possibly could about this guy. He's an amazing person. I'm telling you, he's going to change our lives for the better and for the future. He's making, literally making vehicles that use no fuel emissions. Created a semi-truck that can go 500 fucking miles with a single fucking charge. And every Tesla, if you didn't know, has the ability, even though it's illegal here in the US, to have autopilot. Electric vehicles with autopilot that also are, I'm not gonna use full-on terms here, but I will say theoretically unwreckable. And I say theoretical because we all know freak accidents can happen. Shit happens. It's life. Being human, shit happens. But literally, it has autocorrect functionality to make the car not wreck. Like, if you're getting too close to the other lane, it very lazily drifts you back over. If you're just not fucking paying attention, this car will correct itself. If you manage to fucking flip the car, they're bottom heavy, because most of them have like a glass top, which is unpenetrable glass, might I add. And like, most of the time if they flip, if that happens, that's a big if, because again, unwreckable vehicles, so if it flips, it's more so likely to land back on the bottom all over again. What the fuck? Like, I just said that much shit about one single car company that has been developed in 10 fucking years. Not even a full fucking 10. Yeah. Like, literally nearly a decade ago, GM, Volkswagen, and Ford were laughing at this guy for his promotion of the idea for the Tesla vehicle. Look at those motherfuckers now. Again, a self-driving semi-truck that will go 500 miles on a single charge. Not only that, the guy creates a spaceship that can not only withstand the travel to space, but the travel back to Earth, then back to space again. These are things. These are already developed. They exist now. 2019. This isn't science fiction. This is shit you heard about would happen one day when you're a kid. It exists. We have these things. They are real, and Elon Musk designed them. Not only is he doing that with his Boring Company, I know that sounds stupid, but that's what it's called. Boring Company are developing basically inner crust interstates, basically. It's a way to travel around congested parts of cities way faster without having to deal with the traffic itself. By going underground into tunnels that will literally take you wherever the fuck you gotta go. Very quickly. I'm telling you, this guy's changing the world. So if this guy's interested in Dogecoin right now, which again, it's something I've believed in for a long time, but like, if this guy randomly is just believing in a random cryptocurrency that you just like, most people think is a fucking joke because it's Dogecoin, literally Doge, the Shiba Inu, Doge. Yeah. And then you have Elon Musk out here. Dogecoin's cool. Look at his Twitter. The guy's been posting about it all week. It just blows my mind. I follow this guy and I believe in this man. Like, he will change our future forever. And I still believe he has AI or a supercomputer. He's from the future, but damn it, I don't care. He's badass, and I promote everything that he is about, no doubt. Steven, what's up? Sorry, I've been on an Elon Musk fanboy rant for a little bit, but Steven, glad you're... Damn it, if only all the DPS wasn't filled up, Steven, I would want you in this party right now. But Steven, hopefully you're having a great night. Glad to have you. Gonna go to school for physics after your 4-year GI Bill? Astrophysics, nice. Front launch the universe. Also, side note, we might have a first pick of the black hole this year. I'm excited about that and afraid about that at the exact same time with the black hole. Like, this has been a big question of mine. It's very theorized. At the end of time, basically all that's gonna exist is small faint hints of gravity and black holes. Also known as the black hole era of time before the end of all time. Which I honestly will believe, like, two things are either happening. The biggest one is, I believe a black hole has a conscious mind. That sounds insane right now. Like, you're probably thinking, what the fuck? The reason I think that is, like, a black hole, literally, we know nothing about it. Other than its strong gravitational forces leading to somewhere else. Possibly very quickly. But also, more theoretically, probably tearing things apart, ripping it apart, and turning it into something else, and then dropping it off somewhere else. Unknown. Maybe. But the reason I think they might have a conscious mind, and I'm not saying, they're not talking to each other. Nothing like that. But the reason I say they might have a conscious mind is, like, if you look at, like, diagrams and predictions of how, like, the black hole era of the end of time will be, it almost looks like they're, like, forming around each other. It's like these two forces. It, like, basically, if you look at, like, a reverse polarity of magnetic poles, but also magnetic poles at the exact same time, because they're pushing apart from each other, yet pulling each other together at the exact same time. Like, this to me sounds like it's mating. It's like single-cell organisms mating. But they're not single-cell organisms, they're multi-cell organisms mating. And in thus doing so much, like if there's that much friction of time and space and gravity going up against each other, with that friction, again, I'm calling it mating because I still feel like a black hole's like a multi-cell organism. Because why wouldn't it be? You know? Like, look at organisms, look at microbes, look at, like, diatoms, and then look at a black hole. And just, do a little comparison, like, these are bacteria and molecules and microbes that will feed off fucking anything and do anything. Well, what is a black hole? It is a tear in space that is ripping and pulling everything inside of it that it can and transferring it and pulling it and teleporting it theoretically to somewhere else. To me, it sounds like this motherfucker's eating shit and shitting it out. Bluntly put, motherfucker's pulling whatever the fuck it can get, shitting it out somewhere else. Okay, so when you have two black holes right beside each other, forming and pulling, they're fucking. And you know what's gonna happen after they fuck? Boom! One of those motherfuckers are gonna get off, and we're gonna have either another galaxy, and that's probably the real cycle of life end game. I was gonna talk about this last night and never just got around to it. Or, that could be nothing. That could be, it's totally theoretical and hypothetical, but that is my belief to the end. And, my belief to black holes as well. I believe they have a conscious mind. Not evil online at the moment anyway. I feel ya. It's all good, Steven. How did you post without being online? I'm confused. Oh! He means online in Final Fantasy XIV here, because I was talking about having him in the party. He seems like the younger version of Bill Gates. Kinda! Like, Bill Gates had a dream to create a public internet for the world. Which is cool. It's cool. But Bill Gates had a closed mind. Once his dream became a thing, he stopped. While Elon Musk didn't just conquer his dream. He further conquered all of his dreams, and he is still doing so today, which is insane and incredible. And not only is he making his dreams come true, he's making people like me, who want space travel to be a thing. Like, I know it's not going to be affordable in my lifetime, but I would die happy, hopefully an old man, we'll see how that goes, but I would die happy knowing within my lifetime that man has done something with Mars. Like, 2023 is around the time we should start colonizing and terraforming Mars. And that is definitely, unless some freak accident happens, let's knock on wood that it don't. Let's all of us knock on wood, your extra knock might actually help me out in the knocks of life. But, no doubt, I would really love to see that. Yeah, Steven is somebody I actually, I was talking about earlier, how, with Rez here, how he's somebody that I actually trust in being in parties with, playing and running things. It's kind of a hard thing to do with doing extreme and savage content. And, Steven's another one of those people. It's just people who's watched the streams, been a part of the streams, been on the streams, ran content with multiple times, that I've built a certain trust with over time. And, that's why I was, kind of promoting him jumping in, hoping, haha, I know you're not going to. You already said you weren't going to be on long, but, I thought I would try. Let's go check out Rez's place. It's been a minute. Maybe I can navigate myself there. Really, this is the biggest reason why I like to travel there the most. I really like Rez's place. It's just right around the corner of the location already of the Free Company House. He was here first. But I like being able to at least travel there, and I've only been able to do it twice. It's not a hard to find location. Literally, it's diagonally across from our Free Company. It's just one of those things, a lot of the shit looks the same here. Luckily, Rez's house doesn't. He's decorated it nicely, and I'm pretty sure I've fucking mastered how to get here pretty well. So how weird is gravity and oxygen and water? I've been watching a really cool show, honestly. You might have seen it. Some of you may think it's boring. I'm not gonna lie. I myself, I love educational stuff, especially if it's done masterfully. Let me tell you something. Most of us here grew up in a very shitty era. Bluntly put. We had good music, we had badass art, we had cool stuff to watch, and badass unhealthy food to eat. And good video games. Be that as it may. Growing up in the 90s, we had the shittiest educational videos ever created ever. It's like these people had fun in there, and there was a director behind everybody who was like, no. Too much fun. These motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to learn like that. You can't come in here like, Shazam! Let me tell you about stuff. Magnets are magnetic. No, they'd be like, change that shit. And this would be a magnet. This is metal. Magnetic. Let me tell you about it.
In such and such year, there was a man who developed a magnet. On accident, completely out of nowhere, because metal was around and he was rusing raw materials of the land. And once henceforth, said metal meant said raw materials, they all stuck together, so the man was like, wow.
And then they'd probably have some guy in the background like, you see what I mean? You gotta have that Shazam in there, that just splash, that good shit. What are you working on now? Since the end of Stormblood, I am trying to get the Seiryu clear. This guy's been like a nightmare trying to get it clear for. Obviously, I can't even get a party together for it. We need 2 tanks, 2 healers. That's it. Where the hell is the treehouse? There is a treehouse. How did you get a treehouse over here? I'm not gonna lie, Riz. I'm pretty sure your ladder hates me. Like on the real, this ladder is like, fuck you, Tonberry. Nope! Not today! Anybody else can go up there, not Tonberry. He's gotta face through the ladder. Yeah. Maybe if I get on a mount. Whisper go. This guy's got my back. Oh! He does not have my back. Charlie, what's up? How's it going? Hello, Garnet. Wonder if they're a Final Fantasy IX fan. Aha! It decided to work for me this time. Sometimes I bet there's a game dev out there who just likes to really fuck with me. He's probably just like, look what this guy's trying to do. Nope. Nope. Bought it off the market board. It was really cheap. Oh yeah, it's a Eureka thing, isn't it? More than getting to science, we only have 200 characters we respond to, so it's impossible. We all know Bill Nah and that's it. What's up, Nild Grassy Tossin? I mean, like, I love science. I really do. My thing is, it's just, like I said, I feel like it's a thing where, like, it's something that should be made exciting. Like, science is exciting. It really is. Like, when you start to figure more out, sometimes it's a little revealing. some people get depressed by science, which you shouldn't, but some people don't like the debunk, you know, it's a big thing, you know, especially if, like, heritage is a big part of your life, and a part of your heritage gleans on something that has been told to you for generations, or through your family for generations, better yet. And, I hate that as well. I hate it. I really do. And I hate to even use the word hate, but there's no other way to use it. Like, I hate that so much. That sometimes generations and tradition basically causes a giant fog over people on the reality of the situation of life that science and math can present to people. I mean, honestly, if you live in the area where I live, it's very heavily Southern Baptist, Methodist, Catholic, Seventh-day Adventist, and one other Christianity around here, which, that alone, if that doesn't fuck your head up already, it's not Christian to them. No, it's not just Christianity. It's one of these, you know, said things branched from the same thing, but not the same thing, because they all believe in minor details differently. I'm not gonna get into it. I promise you, I'm not doing it tonight. But damn it, that alone, oh my god, that's like saying, oh, you know, I'm about to do this one there. I'm about to do it. I love cheese, but, you know, I only eat Kraft and fucking that random Laughing Cow, Sargento, store brand. Store brand's not on my list, actually. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to go into it all. I'm not going to go into it. I told you I wouldn't. I'll go that far with cheese. But, like, that's what I feel like it's like, really. I mean, it's ridiculous sometimes. Got your coffee, so you're happy. It sounds awesome. Finally made it? I'm glad you made it, Sith. Ooh! And that's a full party. I'm gonna make this quick. I gotta... Fixing glam, 60 seconds. Good deal. While he's fixing his glam, I'm gonna take a very quick restroom break. When we rendezvous, we'll get this ready check going, and we will run some Seiryu. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make this quick. Okay. He said it about astronomy. As Carl Sagan said, science is a humiliating and character-building experience. It really is. Like I said earlier, there's some people like my grandparents. These are people I love to the dearest of my heart. But I cannot talk science to my grandparents. I grew up very strongly Southern Baptist, might I add you. If you don't know what Southern Baptist is, it means you believe in Jesus died on a cross, and some guy can yell at you and scare you into religion going, ah, ah, every 4 seconds. Like, he'll literally say, Jesus, is coming, but he came, died for our sins, and it's, That's the part you don't understand. That's the part that's supposed to scare you. I think you're going to hell if you ain't saved. Like, I grew up like that. Dude yelling at me every single Sunday, every Wednesday, every other Saturday, and better yet, every other Sunday not. Like, it was like 4 times a week I had some guy just yelling at me on stage, and then they'd play really soft music at the end. He'd be like, just come up here and pray. And just ignore me right now. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I know how religion goes for a lot of people, but that's the breaks that I've dealt with my whole life when it comes to believing in science. And when I tried to, like, especially in the area where I grew up in northwestern Georgia. Literally in the Bible Belt, like at the tail end of the Bible Belt, like not even at the top, the tail end. So you think they'd be more lax down here? No! They got guys that yell at you. And they're old men that look scary. Because they've been yelling their whole life, and now they've just got the stress marks all over their face. You're like, God, just do something with that guy. I'm more concerned with him than I am myself. He's been yelling at me for like 2 hours now. I don't even know what he's saying. I feel you, Chaz. Coffee's not. Actually, coffee's fucking great. The glam. I made it for Paladin. Sorry. Look ugly in the set. Does that guy really just tell us sorry his character looked different in an outfit? It's okay, guy. Literally don't think anybody here is judging. We're here for the same thing. And your glam isn't it. No offense. But yeah, that is a hard thing, though, growing up in an area like I am trying to talk about science. Like, my mom actually talked about stuff the other day, which my mom's really cool. Like, you gotta understand with my mom, grew up with the same family, like I grew up with my grandparents. So same family, it was her parents, and I grew up with them. And they raised me damn near the same way they raised her. She probably had a more rough version of what I had, but nonetheless, be that as it may, definitely knows what I had to deal with. So I was talking with my mom the other day, and I was using Noah's Ark as an example. And again, I'm not going to glean on that conversation. That's for another day. But I was using science, mathematics, and physical evidence of proof of what the reality of life that we live in actually is. And it even made her stop and think. Even though I was talking about Elon Musk a lot in this conversation too, and his, voyage to take us to Mars in the future. Really, at the end of it all, my mom, didn't want to say it, Muckle. Old Tumbles, you're a crazy motherfucker. All she said was, she looked at me, is like, I wish you could talk to all these people that you're mentioning right now. And I was just like, at the end of it all, I was like, you know what? Me too. Damn it. Karumi! What's up? How's it going, Karumi? You found someone named Will Ferrell. You AFK for 5 minutes and you're talking about old men. Hey, somebody's got to. It's like, believe in me or spend eternity in hell. Sounds like a horrible dictator. That's exactly how I feel. Honestly, if you would have lived the life I live, you would actually understand it a little bit more. Literally had one of those moments where it was one of those experiences. It's what changed my life forever. It's again, that's another conversation, but yeah, I agree, Chaz. It's there's no other way to put it. It's like religion is like fear in believing. And if you don't have the fear and you don't believe, then you're going to hell. What? That sounds terrible. I was better off just staying where I was at. We're off to a decent start, though, I guess. As regard to religion, you do, but you don't understand it when some people literally try and force you into their way of thinking. Exactly. That's exactly how I grew up, unfortunately. Even through my grandparents. Like I said, they're great people. I love them. Their morality is way out of place because they grew up in a different time, which I understand is a big thing right now, too. This sounds terrible, but it's a legit thing as far as like Tom and people in life in general goes. Like, it kills me how it's commonly used, like the term, like they're old, their times were different, so they just don't get it. To me, that's not an excuse, really. It's not. But that's a thing, so I get it. Apparently, it really is that hard for people to just convert to the current times of life and not be completely one-sided. But I won't get into that too much. But yeah, I feel you. I mean, that's a big thing. All that is actually kind of why I'm a man of science, to be honest with you. When I talk about this stuff, believe me, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I know everybody has their beliefs. I stream on YouTube and Twitch, so I literally go into... It's like walking into fire talking about some of that stuff, because like some people literally have been, you know, taught their whole life like a certain way of life. And, you know, no Final Fantasy 14 streamer, you know, other than you guys, obviously, wants to jump onto a stream and like hear some other guy talk about like random religious bullshit or stuff. I won't say bullshit. My bad on that one. Oh. I got the death on me over here. But, yeah. It's just kind of like the reality that I grew up into, though. And it's also literally the way why I'm the way I am and all that stuff. Like, I'm probably about to die. Oh, I am dead as fuck. I don't even know what's going on right now. Dead as fuck! Yeah. Should've listened to Spirit there. I didn't actually see his text until after I'd already rezzed, but I should have known it was going to happen. Hey, Chaz, don't get me wrong. I love to talk about this stuff, though. I love it. It's just, I like to do it in increments a little bit, like, especially with religion. Science, I'll give it to you all day. I don't care if it's a gaming channel or not. I'm really moving to a point where I'm trying to, like, part this over into a podcast channel as well. I want both to exist, so I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I'm trying to get to that point. That's why I'm trying to have more intricate conversations on the channel as well, not just talking about Final Fantasy XIV. As much as I love it, my mind is in other places these days. You know, almost 2 years ago I started this channel, and I played the game every single day. So, the things that I was doing with my life were only consisting within this game. So, the late 2018 and early 2019, my mind's been all over the place. Like, literally. Like, trying to just answer questions. I'm I want to say I'm coming to an age where I want to know things. I've been taught a single certain way of life, and I don't really believe in a lot of it anymore that I've been taught. So I have this search for signs that I'd literally just love to be upon. I thrive being on this search for signs every single day now as well. But be that as it may, it's also full of, like, speed bumps, dead ends, all kinds of things. And it's actually something I've really been just trying to, like, pay as much attention to as lately as possible. It's just, like, try to figure out those unanswered questions. I don't want them to be unanswered questions anymore. I want the answers. And, it's just put me in a weird pursuit of things that has set me on the path of, again, wanting to partnership this channel of mine out to a podcast channel that I'll probably end up starting as well, but, like, it's just, there's too many things I want to talk about, and as much as I love doing it, and the gaming channel's fun and all as well, but it's not the correct platform to do so, and I realize that. Like, I love doing everything that I do, talking about it and everything. Like, right now, it's a little difficult, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm trying to stay so focused right now on this fight, but still want to stay on topic because I love talking about this stuff. Mainly because, again, you know, in my area where I live in, I don't have that. You know, like, somewhere like YouTube or, like, fuck, I died. Even Facebook, maybe, is also, like, one of those things where you can branch out and get some people just to talk to about stuff like that. We could heal LB3. Why do they want to WAP? But, yeah, I'm trying to get to that point, though. I feel like there's just a transition that's going to have to be made in order to get, so, a lot of that's going to have to be with me figuring out the, inevitable schedule thing I've been trying to work out for the channel here. It's a lot harder than it sounds working out a schedule when you work full-time, live alone, and still want to actually, stream actively, and build upon that stream actively as well, so it's a lot to work with. Steven! Hey, it's all good, Steven. Have a great night. Glad you could jump in there, Steven. No doubt. And take it easy. Definitely. Jazz! What you got? When is the next patch? Actually, there's not a next real patch. We're having a semi-patch. We had one just yesterday, the day before yesterday, where we're having this, this integration for the World Visiting Center. So, the actual next patch is going to be a very long time away. The real goal is, just a few months away in June, and in July, when we get pre-play in the actual drop of the expansion for Shadowbringers, the next expansion. That's what I'm excited for. We are so close, and we are just a few months away from it as well. And I'm just so stoked. June could not get here any faster. Even though I still haven't got my pre-order set, it's gonna happen. I'm just not in any rush to do it. Really, another thing I'm more excited for is, like, next, well, the week after next, really, when we're getting the new Easter event, which is a little iffy for me. You know, I like to play the events, but I don't really care about the glam. It's cool, but it's at the same time I don't really care about it. I don't really glam out that much. It's a cool Spriggan glam though. I'll give it that. It's pretty cool. I would rather have a minion though. I'm not gonna lie. Last year we got a minion and it was pretty cool, and I would have rather had another version of that somehow, or maybe a mount. I'm one of those guys, but I mean, it does look cool, the Sprig and stuff, and the Final Fantasy 15 crossover event coming up on the 16th of this month. I'm very excited for that, though, because we get the 4-man regalia, and from what I've heard through rumors, you can purchase it through MGP, and it doesn't sound that expensive. And if it's really the case and what's rumored to be told, I've already got enough to get it, and I'm about that life. Which, I mean, it's gonna, like, set me back from the Cooper Kerr and the Cactar and the random chair. But, it's okay. I'd much rather have the Regalia 4-man mount. Hey, it's a good plan, Chess. Birthday in 6 days. Honestly, Chess, if I don't see you within 6 days, I hope you have a great birthday. Like, I'm talking top 10. But yeah, I feel like I'll end up seeing you before then, but if I don't, definitely hope that you have a great birthday. What day is it on, Chess? Let's try to get me to remember that. It is April 4th now. Is it the 10th? Is your birthday April 10th? Keep that confidential. If you want to hit me up on, like, Discord with that, if you don't want the world randomly knowing your birthday, I'll feel you. Or if you don't care, whatevs as well, just hit me up. I'll try my best if you jump on the channel to remember and hit you up with that good old real happy birthday shout out. But, no doubt, pre-advance from then if we can't meet up and the stars don't align to our vibrations. I definitely hope you have a great birthday, though. Definitely. I feel like, honestly, when I was a kid, I loved getting a birthday, but I don't feel like I appreciated it correctly. And now that I'm adult, I feel like a lot of people don't appreciate birthdays correctly. Like, that was the day that you were born. And not to sound like some, like, godlike presence for anybody out there or anything like that. I hope you don't, like, stature yourself that high. No offense. Have, you know, self-confidence in yourself, but, you know, nobody's a god. But anyway, given that as it may, and, you know, be that as it may as well, like, self-acknowledgement is not a bad thing. To look at yourself in a way and want to celebrate another day of your life being here on this random planet, which is an anomaly to life itself, honestly, I say celebrate the fuck out of it. Like, fuck, get blackout drunk if you want to. Shit, you deserve it. You're on a weird planet floating in the middle of space and nobody knows what's going on. Enjoy the fuck out of it. Oh, not again. Come on, healers. Like, I'm not trying to, like, die or nothing, but shit, I'm not in the danger zone, I wouldn't say. I'm just out here. It's the 8th. Yeah, not quite so 6 days away. More like 4 days away. Should get some old school. Honestly, old school Toonami wouldn't be that hard. Like, honestly, if you find some, like, good dubbed anime subs, everything you would want to watch off some, like, old school Toonami, it's probably easy to find. Like, let's say old school Toonami, you're talking like some Gundam Wing, maybe? Actually, Gundam Wing's kind of hard to watch these days. I think it's all actually on Hulu right now, or it was there for a while. I myself am one of those people that went the extra mile. When I wanted to watch more Gundam Wing, I just bought all the fucking season. Like, every bit of it. But, I feel ya. Whoa. But yeah, honestly though, like I said, for old school Toonami, if you really want to get on some just like old school anime, a lot of it really isn't that hard to look up anymore these days. I know some websites can be a little sketchy when it comes to like watching their content. You're not trying to like get a virus. Totally understand that. At the exact same time though, I'm just saying, like, some pretty decent sites out there with some, like, I'm pretty guilty about it myself when it's like trying to catch up to an anime. And as much as I like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon, they are never up to date as far as like they could be. So I have to branch out always to like some website where somebody's just like downloaded something randomly, and we're just watching dubbed versions of that with probably like slightly altered like frames per second. It doesn't bother me. I am suffering from I got out of it actually. But yeah, I feel you. Some Yu Yu Hakusho. That's actually on Hulu as well right now. Or it was. I don't really know now. It was. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, Spirit Gun, Spirit Detectives. I feel you. That was a great show. It really was. Speaking of Seiryu, literally they did the Four Lords on Yu Yu Hakusho. I was talking about that when they actually started doing a lot of it here in Final Fantasy XIV. I just love that lore. But yeah, like, I love that era too. Yu Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha. What else? We had Ronin Warriors. That was a big one for me. That was a really big one for me, was Ronin fucking Warriors. Also known as, Samurai Troopers. But Ronin Warriors, man, I fucking loved it. That was my shit. Still haven't gotten a platinum trophy. You know, these days, like, to get one, pretty much you have to get, like, full completion to a game.
Beg not for mercy.
Okay, so something's going on with A. Me and Jazz over here have like a C. B is apparently good. A was our last fuck up. Something's going down with A over there. Me and Jazz and C. Okay, never mind. Me and Fifi in C, I guess. I thought it was me and Jazz last time. Maybe not. I think it's a tank problem. Sounds like a tank problem. It'll be okay. We'll figure this shit out. In the meantime, this white mage is blind as fuck. He gets the power of the Aramitana. Aramitana. So if we have that AoE, do you step in the AoE or no? If you actually have the AoE on you, you know how like we have the A, B, C, and D set up for us. Okay, what'll happen when you get that AoE on you? You do not run to A, B, C, or D. There'll be that black circle. Avoid it. Go to that area, but don't run into it. You have your partner. Like let's say me and Fifi here. Let's say Fifi has nothing upon her, but I got an AoE on myself at that moment. And then you see the black hole here. Fifi will run into the black hole, avoiding damage, and I will run here or here to set the AoE out, so I'm the only one absorbing that damage, while the person without the actual AoE around them will run into the black hole and absorb no damage. That's a big thing. Healers will typically do the more so no damage, but it does happen for both of you. It will switch. It's not always going to be the same. So if like you and your partner are set for C and you get the AoE but like around you, avoid the black hole. But if you see the AoEs coming and you don't have one around you, run to your position and jump into that like black hole circle with the blue outline. It's like the best way to really explain that. So you're eager to try to clear the latest 24-man raid? Orban Monastery? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's also really annoying, but it's a lot of fun as well. Thunder God. Everybody's got to tell you, that's the biggest thing about Orban Monastery. Everything else is a cinch. Thunder God, god damn it. What the fuck? I believe in you, Riz. I think you got it. Yeah, definitely.
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it. You know where to run.
You know, the only thing that sucks about this is our initial first run had so much more power than what we have going on right now. Like, I know a lot of it has to, like, to deal with, like, just, you know, just the actual feeling of not, like, getting the progression that we would want to have had. But our very first run, I didn't even get to Enkindle Bahamut before we already had him down over here, right before he has his ads out. So we're in a slight decline of progression, but it could be worse. It's not really going that bad. So that's a good thing to really glean in on. This is actually going better. That's a good thing. So far. Thunder God is a royal pain in the ass, if you ask me. And those, quote, puns. If you can call them puns. Thunder God is more than a pain, but I feel ya. He's a fucking nightmare.
Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies. Stubborn fools. This is far from over. Tremble before truth.
Power. Fuck. Ah!
can match my might. Flesh of my flesh, show them their folly.
Fuck that folly. Damn it, I hope we get it this time. We're at a 68%. Okay, we're getting to the phase of the AoEs. Getting very close. You ready to get into position for that? Fuck your Fifth Element shit. This isn't a Bruce Willis film.
You brought this upon yourself.
I'm sure I did. Arame Tama shit. Alright, this is that phase. Where you at, Fifi? %. Prog coming in for the party.
Beg not for mercy.
You gotta build up that DPS. Henceforth, also tank swap moment. Let's hope he does it right. Good deal, 48%. This is literally, this is the all downhill from here as long as the tanks can keep their shit together. This is that point where heal's gotta keep us alive, DPS gotta keep that damage up, and tanks gotta keep fucking tanking. Like this is the moment. Like this is where we are at this battle. Like all the hard shit's gone. Like at this point, this is what's left. Tanks gotta do their job, we gotta do our job. I'm mainly gleaning in on tanks because to me, that's the biggest thing that gets messed up the most. Is the tank pulls around this part of the battle. Also, apparently this is all over the place. No bueno. Double no bueno. Triple no bueno. No bueno to the max. God damn it. That got sloppy. Ah! Oh, he got me. Something got me. I got you, Riz. Oh, fuck. Folly stuff. Wow! Oof! Big oof! Double big oof! Motherfucker still out here smashing. %. Ah! Did make it. Cheat the system. Oh my god, where are they going? %23. 22. How much time will we have in this battle right now? What are we working with? How far into Enrage? Questions need to be answered. We're at 17%. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do as much as we can. 16%. We're getting closer. This is literally the DPS moment. This is the rising tide. This is the coming over the horizon. This is the sun about to reach the top of the hill. This is that part of the moment where you give it all you got. We're right there at it. I think we can do it. This is it. This is fucking it. And I'm fucking it up out here. Fucking it up. 11%. We got it. I believe in us. Oh, we're at this moment again. Ooh. Big ooh. Ah. Bigger. Gibberish. 9%. 8%. 8 fucking percent. We are doing it. 7%. We're about to hit Enrage. Let's do what we can. 4%. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got to push. 4%. 3%. This is it. This is that moment. This is that moment where you give it all. You give it everything you got. Your fingers are moving faster than the buttons can push themselves kind of moment. That's where we are right now. You got it. We got it. 1%. 1%. 1%. Get it. Get it. Virtual fist bumps, Riz. I knew I could trust you. Riz, what did I say? What did I say? I knew I could trust you. Both fists. I knew it. We got it, Riz. I knew I could trust you. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Riz? What did I tell you? If you can handle Suzaku, you can handle Seiryu, and we did it. That's all I needed. I needed one person I could trust. Boom, there's the proof. We fucking did it, Riz. We fucking did it, my brother. We fucking did it. Whoa! Yes! Hell yes! I'm taking the maybe out of this motherfucking... Yes. This title no longer needs a motherfucking maybe. Damn it, Riz. I am so glad you decided to jump in here tonight. What did I tell you? I knew we could do it. I've been trying to get you in here. I've been trying. And Steven. Damn it. And thank you so much, Sith. Thank you so much. And Riz, thank you for jumping in here as well. Like I said, I knew we could do it. We are a good team. We've proved it time and time again. I knew we could do it. And again, thank you, Riz. And again, thank you, Sith, for that. Congrats. I knew we could do it, though. Like, it was there. Like, I've been in this fight so many times where I've seen the similarities, and so many times I've told myself this is possible. Tonight was the proof. And I knew it was. I knew it would happen. Now we just need to start farming this motherfucker. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, Del. Riz, thank you so much for jumping in the party, though. I knew we could do it. Died a few times, but no, dude, like, you literally just watched a video and jumped in. You did great. We got a clear tonight. Oh, shit, this guy, yeah. Not bad, dude. No, he definitely deserves it. I need no warrior axe. What is Tenchi series? Enlighten me, Chaz. I would love to know what the Tenchi series is. I've been looking for a new anime, and if it is an anime, I'd love to hear about it. I'm gonna take a restroom break. I feel like that's well deserved right now. But give me just a sec. Awesome. Okay. Just look up Tenchi. Okay. By the way, you don't play Apex, do you? I do not, Rez. I don't have a problem with it, really. I'm just not a big shooter fan. Apex Legends it honestly does look like it's right up my alley. I thought Destiny was too, though. And it's really not, like, my best ideal first-person shooter that I do actually play on the offside is, I'll go ahead and show you. Titanfall 2. I've got Call of Duty 3 here. Black Ops 3. But I don't play it, I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I even have it is literally because of, sorry, Steam decided it wanted to, like, load itself up randomly out of nowhere for some reason. But, yeah, I'm not a big shooter fan, I'm really not. If I do, the reason I like Titanfall 2 is because I love to rack up kills and get to play a giant robot, hence why Ostragalos and Hidden Gorge, all of Rival Wings, is basically my favorite style of PvP. Well, the tank quit. Still me, Rez, and the random bard. BRB, all good, Rez. Tenchi Muyo, to be exact. Yeah, like Fortnite and like I mean, you know, Fortnite's like that third-person thing, but it's just shooters. You've really got to toss me to get in there. And believe me, the only reason I have Call of Duty up here, I'm not gonna lie, it's legit. I like to play Nazi zombies. Outside of that, it's not even Nazi zombies anymore. It's like just freaking zombies, Black Ops zombies. I just like that genre. The zombie genre, but also not just the zombie genre, but the survival zombie rebuild survive genre. I love that. Out for the night? I feel you, Chaz. Hey, Chaz, I'm glad you were here for the Seiryu clear. It's really awesome, really exciting. A very awesome time of the night. But not just that, I'm glad you got to get in here before it all even started, get on the good conversation. And hopefully, Chaz, you know, when the conversion comes, where we do get those cool podcasts coming up, hopefully you can join in on some of those. I feel like there's some great conversations in the future me and you can both have together as far as life and science. Have a great night, Chaz, and I'm glad that you could jump in here. Don't have the party finder up, if you were curious. No, I was actually waiting to hear from Atticus here. Yeah, me and Rez have another guy in the party here. Was making sure he wanted to go again as well. I'm just glad we got the clear tonight. That's definitely the most exciting things that's happened, and I don't have to put practice. I can just literally put duty completion or loot and duty complete. So nice to be able to put that, like, straight up. Oh shit. I gotta change that part. We can actually put the farm word up. Ugh. Hopefully, this ninja has actually cleared this. I don't really know. But yeah, sweet. It's offensive to killer zombies. The PC culture is real. I love the fact that that is a possible thing, though. Like, don't get me wrong, the party I was in wasn't bad just then. But I do love the fact, like, I've said it for a couple days now, that I believe that Rez or Steven, if they were to jump into the party here, that I could get it clear. I've said it for a few days now. And I just think it's hilarious that me and Rez get it clear as soon as he fondly agrees to join the party. I knew it would happen, though. Help you out, but it's duty complete. Yeah, I'm trying to get on that farm party now. We hit the speed bump like fucking full throttle, and we tore the bumper off our fucking Final Fantasy XIV car here. We finally repaired it, and we hit that speed bump at a minor, not even 5 miles an hour, and we made it over that motherfucker. I'm ready to get on those farm parties. Honestly, though, Minato, not tonight. I don't want to get on another clear party, but tomorrow, if you end up wanting to run some Seiryu, I'll run it with you. I don't really care. You're working the party finder, though, not me. Like I've said so many times before, like, if you can clear Suzaku, you can clear Seiryu. And I've known I could clear this fight so many times. It's really not that hard of a fight. Like, it's very straightforward compared to Suzaku. Suzaku, it's like, if you were a person like me who has strong anxiety, it's like standing on the edge of a diving board, but right at the center of your feet. And I'm a flat-footed guy. Flat feet, no arch. So, if I'm on the edge of a diving board, I'm either about to fall backwards or about to fall forwards. My balance isn't the same for somebody who has an arch in their foot. I feel like that's what it's like joining a clear party. Like, you go in there and you're just like right there on the edge. You're like, I don't know what the fuck's about to happen. I'm about to hope for the best, but if it doesn't happen, shit. So, I'm glad that I'm away from that period, but, you know, don't want to get back into it tonight. Maybe tomorrow, if you want to, you know, work something out. And again, Rez, thank you so much for jumping in here tonight. I am so definitely glad we got that clear. Whew. So glad. It's been long overdue. So, Minato, how far have you gotten to it? If you don't mind me asking. You don't really have to answer that if you don't want. It's all good. Definitely, 100%. But, just curious, what you have been to into the fight. Honestly, I feel like Suzaku was, like, the biggest speed bump for the fight itself of Seiryu. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like, faced Suzaku and was like, you know what, if this game's going in this direction, fuck this. Because it was a little ridiculous. Like, you straight up have a Dance Dance Revolution phase, then you straight up have a fucking Bop It phase, which other people called, Simon Says. It's straight up fucking Bop It. They even use the same colors, okay? I'm not even gonna fucking sugarcoat this any longer. It's a straight up Bop It phase. I'm against you if you're out there and you're one of those people that call it Simon Says. Simon Says? How old are you? 50? God damn it. Bop It came out in the 90s. They use Bop It colors. That's the fucking Bop It phase, god damn it. I'm not being too harsh on the situation. Somebody's out there like, god damn, dude, do you really feel passionate about that, don't you? God damn it, I do. Passion's alive. It was a fun fight. It definitely was. So you like 10%? That's still not bad. Susie is fun though. Susie is fun when you're with people who get it. Okay, let's look at the real truth of Susie here. Susie. I love running these fights. It's something I thrive on doing. Love that I got that Seiryu card too. Apparently I already had it. Or maybe you just can't card up while you're sitting down. Maybe that's just a thing. That's a thing. You can't card up while sitting down. Well, let's look at this realistically and get a little sort on here. I have ran Suzaku 35 times with clears. In those 35 times, I've literally probably ran it more than 200 times. There was some people who was like, this is fun. I get it. And we got it. And we did it. Proof. But then there's the instances where people are just like, would? They're like W triple 1500 UD after that. And they will never get the mechanics, sadly. That is a thing I've grown to realize in this game. There's some people who will just never get the mechanics to what it takes to beat something. And then there's people like I was talking about earlier, like Mr. Happy and Miss Tech, who love to make things sound so much more complicated than what they really are. Which I don't get. I guess they would have looked more superior. They're just like, you know, I've got this giant following, so I'm going to tell you everything that happens in this battle. Unorthodox-wise, I'm going to tell you what the healer does while the tank does something, when the DPS does something to fuck your mind up, so you got to think about all of it when you should only really think about one fucking part, your role, and not everybody else, which everybody else is thinking about everybody else. Ha! That's the reality of it there. Like, you don't have Mr. Happy out here ninja run, Seiryu, you don't have Mr. or Miss Tech out here What mage, Seiryu? Oh no. Oh no. It's... Let me tell you, it's walkthrough, Seiryu walkthrough, or Wreath of Snakes walkthrough, Wrath of Snakes walkthrough, and they're telling you what everybody's fucking doing, all at once. Literally, you need one set path if you're DPS in this battle. Seiryu is very tank prominent, very healer prominent. DPS, all you gotta do is move the fuck out of the way, stand in the right place, and do whatever the fuck you can to make sure you don't die, and you're doing as much damage as possible. Seiryu, nutshell, boom. Their videos are literally irrelevant. The one time I will say, if there's a walkthrough video that you can watch out of any fight in this game, it's Miss Tech and Mr. Happy, irrelevant as fuck. Like, they can bash me right now. They could be like, that drunk motherfucker's out here playing Final Fantasy hoping for the best. Yeah, I am. I'm out here having fun, hoping for the best. I'm not out here telling you what to do, giving you shitty mechanics to a battle that is simple as fuck. That's irrelevant to the rest of everything else that's going on. Bluntly put, let's move on. Seiryu is easier than Susie. You just never really... Yes, it is. Hands down, Minato, I agree with you. I preached this forever, and thankfully Tanada got that clear. Seiryu, oh my god! Like, we're literally comparing, like bluntly put, I would rather call Seiryu, Simon says, than Susie. Like, Susie is no doubt Dance Dance Revolution and Bop It. Seiryu, Simon says. It's like, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, avoid it. You know? Like, I agree. Honestly, you will understand 100% what I'm talking about, Sith. Tim, when you start to run it, I promise you'll get it right off the bat. Like, Seiryu is so much more intimidating than what it really is. And that's almost an understatement. Like, Seiryu looks difficult. It's like one of those things. It's like when somebody writes an essay, it looks intricate. But depending on what the material actually has, decides how intricate it really is. And Seiryu is just that. It looks so intricate. But when you really start to dive into how deep it really goes, It's very basic. Like, the best way to look at Seiryu is like a nullified version of... probably, I hate myself that I've got to even do this to reference it. The Revel guy. Who am I thinking of over here? This guy. Susanoo, yeah, it's a pretty much nullified version of Susanoo, is the way I'd like to look at it. It's like Susanoo meets like... Man, what's another good comparison? Honestly, it's like Susanoo meets Byakko without the landfall phase. Harder than Thunder God? No, not at all. You really should have joined Minato. Like, Minato and Steven. And Judo, she would have been on. Like, all three of you would have been people I would have loved to have had in that party. You don't even join now? We're just waiting on a couple of tanks at the moment. But honestly, like Rez said there, Minato, to be honest with you, you, Judo, and Steven would have been all people I'd have been so comfortable with having in the party. Rez alone was one I knew that I could bring into the party and we would actually do this. Like, me and Rez have ran loads of content. Like, honestly, I gotta give props to Rez here. Like, you and your little, your Lalafell here, like, believe it or not, you've ran 60% of this content with me, Rez. How mind-blowing is that? At least 60%. That's legit. But I'm okay with that. Like, it's literally built the trust within me and myself, and then you within myself as well, that I could literally have those statements where I'm telling you to join into my party, we can do this. I just know when the times come. And I have a big trust in you and your character as well. Like, yeah, you have that learning curve, which is a big thing you actually have to have in any MMO. You gotta have that learning curve where you understand the mechanics of something that is about to happen, especially if you're doing things outside of just normal content. Savage, I believe we could do it too if we had a bigger party to actually go into it all. Sadly, we really don't. We've got me, you, Minato. Mostly a bunch of people who wants to play healers and DPS. We like the tanks. And I myself, I'm not a big tank fan, unfortunately, to do a lot of that content outside of that, but still. Lalafell power. The Lalafell Dwarf Loft. You never know. Like, you know, if you look at it geologically and economically, Lalafell are kinda winning when it comes to Eorzea. I'm just saying, you know, like, there's a lot of life in Eorzea. We have all kinds of shit, all kinds of business. But the people who aren't losing, hands down, are the Lalafell, you know. If you're looking somewhere to confide into the future. You know, dwarf as they may be these days, Lalafell might just be the way to go. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I think it's weird how nobody, I shouldn't say nobody, I love Lalafell. There's a lot of people who love Lalafell, but it's insane how everybody don't want to be Lalafell. Why aren't we just petitioning them into all races? Like, Lalafell for life. I'm kidding. That's just as bad as, like, a little Grandpa Galvis out there trying to be a racist bastard believing in one race. God damn. Some fucking Hitler out here. No, you're all good. The dwarf thing really doesn't bother me. I hear that it bothers a lot of people, but I was one of those people, like, no matter, like, if there's a short race in any of the games where I get an option to do it, like, I was a huge Lord of the Rings and Hobbit fan growing up. I love the books, I love the series. I'm a huge J.R.R. Tolkien fan. So, like, I love that whole genre, and a lot of it had to do with hobbits and dwarves and the little people folk. And I've always been about that genre. Okay, I don't know what happened. There we go. For some reason, it went first person and did not want to let me out of it. But yeah, you know, I've always been into the whole short person race. Like, you catch me in some Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, I'm playing Lilties out here. So, you know, World of Warcraft, I love the gnome and the dwarf. Being dwarf doesn't bother me at all. Playing gnome in World of Warcraft, I did as well. I had a gnome Death Knot in World of Warcraft. So, being a dwarf summoner in Final Fantasy doesn't bother me at all. Make all races Lalafell. Dragon Age Origins. I've actually not played Dragon Age before. Actually, I take that back. I played Dragon Age 3, maybe. I didn't really like it that much, though, to be honest with you. And I can be very blunt why. It was basically... I hate how linear the story is. Like, for that genre to be what it is, I don't feel like it should be able to have a linear story. And it's very linear in Dragon Age. And it was just something I was never a big fan of. Like, it's like, it's a game where I feel like free will should be a really big thing, but it's really not. Super, like, two-sided, not exactly one-sided, but super two-sided, and very story lineage. Which I don't have a problem with that, especially with Dragon Age. It may have a great story, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it. I just didn't like how linear it was, so I didn't really pull myself into it because I didn't play the older titles, and I tried to jump in on 3, I think it was. And, I don't know. Like I said, I've just never really gotten to the series. It may be a great story, and I could be underselling it completely, so take anything I say about Dragon Age with a grain of salt, because I don't know anything about it. I really don't. It was just a hard thing for me to jump into because I just, like, you gotta take into consideration where, Dragon Age came into actually, like, legit, like, relatability into everything that we actually have now. Skyrim was a big deal. Like, Skyrim was very much relative at the moment. And, that's, I guess, what really gets me. Is like, I was so in junction with, like, Skyrim at the moment that I had, literally not, or it couldn't, I guess, break down the wall from Skyrim to get into Dragon Age Origin. I went from a game to giving me so much unlinear, like, lineage, like, story capabilities to giving me a full-on linear story. Or just that's pretty cool. How is it as far as to, like, jumping in blindly? I feel like that's the best question to ask on a game like that. Like, when they're so story-oriented, like, the best way to look at it is, like, how well could you jump in blind to the actual game, though? You know? Uh-oh. Camera! Fourth wall broken down like a fucking toothpick. I see why as well. Okay, it's gonna be a little difficult. I can make it work, but it's gonna be a little difficult for a second. bear with me for just a moment here while I try to work this. Like, I can work this out, but what really happened is, if you don't know something about streamers, we're cheapskates. All of us. I don't care who you watch, we're all cheapskates. When shit breaks, like my strap that just broke on my green screen, we don't like to buy new ones. We like to fix it the best we can so we don't have to buy a new one, because we're trying to further our lives so we can keep doing this thing. Like, it's a lot easier said than done. When you try to stream, you always want a good quality. And within good quality comes in the demand of life and the presence of life, and actually me working a full-time job to actually support myself and my stream. You think the stream will support me? It doesn't yet. I'm supporting my stream. Well, be that as it may, I have a strap on my green screen which I hang from my ceiling to keep myself pretty comfortable in, you know, the area that I've really got going on. Well, it broke. It's like the 9th time it's actually broke since this has happened, since I've been a green screen streamer. And, yeah, it's gonna have to be replaced. It's not gonna happen tonight, but it's gonna have to happen. Bluntly put, be that as it may, subject to happen. We'll see. Save money, live better. That's the life we want to live. Streamers, well, like I said, we're the biggest cheapskates. Like, I don't care who you watch, all of us. We're the biggest cheapskates of all time. There's a reason we're here doing what we do. We don't want to spend money. And, the reality hits us every now and then, like now, where I need to buy a new strap for my green screen, and, I'll get there. Fun fact that was true out of that statement, though, no lie, every streamer is a cheapskate. All of us. None of us want to spend the money that we just made because, you know, it's not as easy as it sounds. Look into it. Try to be a streamer. You'll figure it out. I won't glean into it on too hard tonight. Not going to be on here too much longer. Not going to blue mage tonight either. I'm going to leave it there in the title. I know it's unnecessary, really, but I'm not going to blue mage tonight. Not going to be on here too much longer, but no doubt, it's something you should definitely look into if you aren't curious. All streamers, like myself, we're all cheapskates. That is the truth of the streamer life. I hope we can get another clear here. That'd be awesome. But even if not, I'm still glad that me and Riz both got our clear tonight. It was a big stepping stone for me. I've been wanting to get it so badly, really. I can already see how the DPS is a little bit... It's on par. It's a little bit lower than what it was for our last party. But, you know, it may not be a bad thing. Although, it's starting to look like it's a lot worse than our last party. Boa. We'll see. Oh, monkey. No bueno. Already. Adult content streamers, do they cheap toys? Honestly, I hate to say it, but probably. I don't really know. Like, I can't give you that 100% on that, but I'm gonna give you like that probably like that real probably, like, you know, just realistically looking, like, honestly, when it comes to the entertainment industry, like, no matter what spectrum you're working from, it ain't that easy. Like, it's so not that easy. Like, I can legit, like, go lazy form and say, isn't, and instead say, ain't. The good old AIN apostrophe T. The word they say doesn't exist that definitely does in the year 2019 now. Don't you hate that? Like, your whole, like, if you're a 90s kid and you heard ain't your whole off, and teachers are just like, ain't's not a word, ain't's not a word. Fuck you, it's 2019, ain't's a fucking word now. Fuck you, teachers of the 90s. I really hope at least one of them see that one day. That's a legit fuck you to the 90s teachers. Like, oh my god. I grew up in a family where ain't was used in probably 35% of all conversations. And when I went to school and tried to just be human and talk, I had a fucking asshole teacher out there who's like, ain't's not a word. I don't know what. I took AP fucking English, and you're out here telling me ain't's not a word? Fuck you. Ain't's a fucking word. Urban Dictionary that shit, asshole. It's 2019. Goddamn your Webster's shit. Sorry, I took that a little bit too passionately. But I feel real passionate about that subject, if you didn't already figure that out. The passion is real. I think they made it a word. No? Yeah, it's definitely a word now. Like, yeah, hands down. Ain't is a word now. If somebody really stops to tell you that ain't's not a word anymore, literally, in my favor, look at them and say, fuck you. Like, it is a word now. Like all my teachers in the 90s who just, like, tried to talk shit to me for no goddamn reason. It's a word now. Like, legit. Like, it's a thing. Stop. Get off your high horse and jump on your Shetland pony, goddammit. It's a thing now. Except that your Shetland pony is short, and just deal with it. I don't know why I said Shetland pony, but you know what? I feel like it works out with the whole equation of it all. Had a word added to the dictionary. Damn, if Eminem could have a word added to the dictionary, if ain't doesn't make it to that, fuck the world at this point. Like, seriously? Call me morbid, but no. Fuck the world at that point. Like, if they cannot accept ain't, but they can, like, accept some slim shady fucking word into the world, fuck you. Like, I don't want it. Like, expel me from the world. Kill me now. Hire a snopper. I don't care who he is. He could be some guy that doesn't know anything about me ever and never will. And just let that guy kill me if Eminem could have a word in this world, but ain't can't be, like, added to it. Like, if that's the equation of life, fuck off. I don't want to be a part of it. Like, that is the real of it all. Fuck off. If Eminem has a word added to the dictionary and ain't is not, after the formality of the world and the timeline and the longevity that it's been around, fuck off. I don't want to be here anymore. Nope. Done. Out. Check me out. Like a hotel. Just, like, fucking sign the papers and fucking check me out. God damn it. If Eminem gets a word in the fucking dictionary, I don't want to be here any fucking more if ain't doesn't get added to it. I ran too far out into the water and got myself killed. That was my bad. I'm a huge, like, not Eminem fan, to be honest with you. If, like, that wasn't apparent all of a sudden randomly. Like, I can tell you the exact reason why. It's because the dude had a rap career built around literally rapping nonsense. Oh man, I'm not gonna lay in on that. That was a straight healer reviving, not heal situation, which I've been in. I've had pieces on this. I'm not gonna glean in right now. Just saying. But as far as Eminem goes, oh man, it's one, like, rapper that I cannot respect his career. Like, I cannot. I do not. Like, I think he's a trash artist, to be honest with you. I don't like any of his content. Like, I know he's, like, a white rapper, and typically people who are like somewhat of white descent like Eminem for some reason. Okay, I'm really not that white. I might look pretty white. I'm really not. Like, it's something that kills me, but I'm really not that white. I'm like that guy, like, I'm really not, you know? Like, I am literally more Native American to the, like, old school Americas, as in, Sumerian and Cherokee, next to, also, immigrants of Irish, and, more notably, also Hispanic territories, and like, that's realistically me and my heritage, and, the pure white heritage and the weird shit they look into and think about, and white rapper shit and that weird culture. I'm not into it. I'm not. No, okay? I'm not. I'm not that into Eminem. I honestly think the dude's, like, literally closet racist, but he can't be real racist because, like, if he was, his career would be over because, like, literally Dr. Dre built his career, so he can't be racist. I feel like that's the reality of that guy. And, his lyrics are fucking terrible. Most of them are just like, na-na-na-na-na-na, or like, or some hook that he probably, realistically, didn't write himself. I'm not afraid! Okay. The word is stan, based on his song Stan, which is like an obsessed fan who never met the man because fucking Eminem was too fucking rich, too fucking himself, and Stan probably killed himself with all the fucking lyrics to that fucked up song. Fuck Eminem. Not an Eminem fan. Sorry if you are. I'm just not. We all know he's not afraid though. I'm not afraid! And he doesn't like getting dissed. Goddamn. Some motherfucker in 2019 write a good diss of the music. He'll come back like a motherfucker and be like, oh, motherfucking pancakes and my motherfucking biscuits too, bitch. But it won't be that great, to be honest with you, because, like, I honestly feel like, you know, I'm that guy that's out here saying, like, Machine Gun Kelly, like, gave Eminem some shit, and Eminem was just, like, offended, and he had to retaliate. But I feel like MGK did the better job. Like, Eminem's a little fucking old-ass bitch. That's all he is. He had Dr. Dre backing him up back in the day. It's like, if you were in school, and you were, like, that kid that, like, you know, you had to watch out for other kids with a hall pass, and you got the answer to the president, or not the president, but the fucking principal. Like, I feel like that's what that is. That's all that is. Like, Eminem got introduced in the rap game, he's a nerdy little white kid, by Dr. Dre, who is a motherfucking, like, DJ gangster guy. Slightly gangster. Not really that gangster, to be honest. Like, let's glean in on it. He wasn't really that gangster. The guy was kind of a fucking nerd. He liked to make music beats, and he liked to fucking make rhymes. Literally, the dude wrote poetry. There's no fucking blunt way to put it other than that. Dr. Dre was out here writing fucking poetry, making some fucking beats, and he met a white kid that could, like, glean in on some stuff that was nerdy, and probably, most likely, 9 times out of 10 got picked on. He was pale and had bleach blonde hair and pierced ears in the 90s. Nobody else had that unless he was going around the trailer park, going around the outside. Yeah, exactly my point. Like, let's just really glean in on that. Like, goddamn. What the fuck? I could say a lot more, but that's a big one for me. Like, right now, like, it's 2019 now. Like, more realistically than anything. Like, what the fuck? What were any of the people that were really into the genre really thinking? It's like, now that they're thinking, it's like, he's there, I'm not afraid! Or he's like out here, it's like, dissing other people for some reason. Like, dude, you're the lame guy, and you're dissing people for, like, doing cool, fun shit. They're doing cool, fun shit, and you're out here making diss vids. I think you're broken, Slim Shady. Marshall Mathers, maybe you should go live in the trailer park again for, you know, maybe at least a month or something. You know, get a little bit of inspiration. Like, there's some people out there that's, like, listening to his shit like it's the next motherfucking malevolent presence on Earth, like, releasing things. They're like, oh my god, I gotta hear this before everybody else does, because if they hear it before me, I'm never gonna know about it, and then they'll know about it before me, and then we can't talk about it because they already knew about it. And then I'll be this, like, lame motherfucker. Goddamn, the way of life that we live in now. But, it kills me, though. You like Eminem? I don't care if you like Eminem. That's cool. Love Eminem. That's your preference. That is your human ability to have a preference for something that you enjoy. I, myself, cannot fathom Eminem because he's that guy that loves to call everybody out, and I look at him and I just, like, literally I wish I could look at Marshall Mathers in the eyes. I would pay $1 million if I had it. If I had $1 million in my hand, and the one thing that I could do with it was look at Marshall Mathers in the eyes and tell them that he is a stupid motherfucker in exact same plain text. God damn it, that would be money well spent. Like, and I can tell you why. Literally, the guy has had his life handed to him, and he instantly always wants to turn around and just talk shit about irrelevant stuff that has nothing to pertain to his career. It's like Michael Jackson. Oh my god. Same fucking aspirations that I cannot glean on any fucking further than what I ever could now. Sure. Implications might have been in line, might have been rich. Priorities, way out of line. Fuck shit up and just wanted to prove everybody wrong for what he believed in. Retarded. Why? Fuck it. At that point, if you got a fan base and you're doing what you want, fuck what other people think. But apparently celebrities don't think they were. There's like, oh, goddamn. We got a facade. We got a confine. He will destroy you in a song. I would love to actually see that happen to me. Like, if I woke up tomorrow and I saw Marshall Mathers destroys Tonberry Disciple in a rap, I would love that, but it's not gonna happen. That's the realism why I don't like Eminem. Like let's say right now, Post Malone just uploaded this video of Eminem. Marshall Mathers pissed. The world's going crazy. Tonberry Disciple would not come into that. If Tonberry Disciple was in the headline, Tonberry Disciple, this is Post Malone, calls him a little fucking bitch, and his lyrics are bullshit, and he didn't write any of them, and, you know, everybody else that he is associated with in the, you know, the publicity business did. Realistically, that's the life he lives in, and that's the truth of it all. That's where I would get fucking bashed on. It wouldn't be for the rest of the shit that was the truth. It'd be for that real truth that everybody tried to ignore.
You brought this upon yourself.
We're getting there. We're at 54%. Totally not going to get to that blue tonight. Honestly, this is going to be my last run with even Seiryu right now. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully me and Rez can get one more clear tonight. I would love that more than anything right now. We have worked very hard to get where we are in the game. And would love to see our progress get us just a tad bit farther. But, be that as it may, it is getting very late. I do have work tomorrow, and I'm getting very tired and very, very hungry. So, this is my last run, no doubt. We are at 45%. Hopefully, we can get Seiryu down all the way down to 0. It's been a pretty good party. I love the progress we've actually had with each other. Obviously, it's already showed with just that last little instance there. of being able to jump into to the origin there of C and see where that attack was gonna go. We're really gonna see at the ass end here of this battle how it's really gonna go. It looks like I'm getting a little bit more pull than what I really want to be getting. I feel like a tank should have had that, and for some reason I had a lot of that on me. My DPS may be a little bit higher than I intended on it, I suppose. We'll really see though. We're really getting there. Yeah, we're at 37% right now, which is very good. Very good. A little bit of changes need to happen. Hopefully they do happen. They're not happening, obviously. Healers aren't healing. And, honestly, their enthusiasm, like, Donald Duck might have been healing you. Dude, like, you are a healer. Donald Duck isn't in this game. You're basing Kingdom Hearts' terrible stability, which we've all known about for the last fucking decade, off of your shitty capabilities of healing. You need to get your healing priorities in check there, bud. Just saying. I don't know what you're doing out there. I'm still dead. So is Atticus. I'm very confused. We're at 31%. We're probably gonna hit Enrage at this rate. These healers have been more than capable to just like bring back life, but I kind of feel like they're those random. They're like those random like DPS healers that make absolutely no sense these days. That's the thing. There's I hate to admit that I'm one. I'm a straight DPS healer. But that's only because I've literally played this game for what little short a period amount of time that I have. And I've had no heals when I actually need them. So I've just taken upon myself to just heal myself and play healer when I need to. But hopefully a little bit of things start to change a little bit. We need to get a little bit of DPS up, or we're about to hit Enrage. LB, honestly, kind of unnecessary. We can let it happen. Really, definitely didn't need it right there. We're gonna hit Enrage at this point, no matter what. We're too far behind. These healers have let way too much death happen, and these tanks have just like not had this pull up to par enough. So we're definitely gonna hit Enrage, but you know, I guess I love the enthusiasm. We're at what 16% right now. Hopefully we can get it to the end. We might. Honestly, highly doubt it, to be honest with you there. Like I said, there's been very too many moments in this battle I've seen just now tonight where it got way too, like right now, way too ridiculous. We're at 11%. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll get there. I just died. Take died. And most of the DPS is dead. We're probably gonna die. I mean, this is one of those moments where like, honestly, bluntly put, this is a healer moment. It's not a tank moment. It's not a DPS moment. DPS needs to be pumping out, but it's a healer moment. Like, DPS has to keep the healers and the tanks alive at this moment. It's very crucial. Very crucial. And, it's also, very hard to perceive because it very rarely happens at times like this. Healers are in the panic state. They're not healing anybody. We're just like here. They're just like hoping we're doing as much damage as possible. 4% dead, Enrage. Yeah, it's over. Like, I mean, it's everything I just said was happening. It's not a DPS problem. I hate that a DPS is even here, like, blaming themselves. It's like, it's not your fault, dude. Like, we had a healer that wasn't healing properly. Oh, no, Rez is... Okay. I forgot. Rez is on J. So they don't know who Rez is. They're talking about something else. My bad. I was about to get on defense here. I was like, oh no. Don't even. Me and Rez, we just cleared this shit. Anybody talking shit, I was about to cut down. I was about to like, I'm lumberjack over here. I'm fucking brawny and you're a goddamn tree. I'm bringing the hammer like it's a fucking tree and I'm Thor. And you're about to get cut down, motherfucker. Don't even. Me and Rez got this shit. There's proof of us. 20 fucking 5 minutes ago, we got this shit. No shit gets talked against any of us, which is irrelevant, but I had to get that point across because I felt so fucking passionate about that. I had to say it.
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it.
Hopefully, at least we can get it this time around. Honestly, I mean, it's a little bit kind of like silly mistakes that are being made right now. It's like, not really. I get it. Everything in this fight's it's not so intricate, but it's a little bit intricate. Like, as in, like, if you do the wrong thing at the wrong time, you're gonna die, or you're gonna take a lot of damage, you know? But it's not so much as, like, against Suzaku, like, you probably maybe not actually die, but actually take a lot of damage more so. So that's a big thing. But, you know, we'll see how it really plays out. '86, I actually already feel like we're doing better as far as, like, DPS goes, which is a good thing. That's, like, the big pump that we really need out there. Our DPS is low, and our tanks are kind of, like, iffy. If I'm being real honest with you. I hate to say it, I really gotta take a super like, I really need to go to the restroom right now, but I'm trying to, like, ignore it. But, tanks are actually being a really big thing tonight in this fight. But that's, you know, goes within saying that I was talking about earlier, like, that's a big thing within Seiryu here. Like, a lot of it has to do with, like, the heals and the DPS. Or the hills and the tanks, I mean, my bad. The hills and the tanks, not necessarily the DPS, unlike a lot of battles that we've actually had to face plenty of times before. Okay, after this fight, no doubt, I'm gonna have to, like, restroom break this. Like, I honestly need to probably try to now, and I'm trying to wing it. I might have to go to in the middle of this fight. I might have to sack myself, unfortunately. I hate to even admit to that, but life and the life sciences not being the most kind to me back here in the background. And I honestly feel like I already need to try to take a restroom break, but I'm going to try to hold it out. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to push myself too far, but again, we'll see. We'll hope. I think, yeah, I'm actually gonna let myself die right here. I hate to say that I'm gonna do this, and Rez, I know you're in the party, and I'm sorry, but there's not a whole lot I can do right here anyway, so I'm gonna voluntarily let myself die right here. And again, I'm so sorry, but I have to do this restroom break. Like, it's a must happen. I'll be right back. Oh shit. Enrage? Yeah, I see that. Like, I'm not even in this battle, unfortunately.
You brought this upon yourself.
Sweet. Thank you, Riz. Holy shit. Why are you here in C? This is my domain! And now I die. After taking 263,000 of health. God damn it. You healer. Like, what are you doing? Part of that actually was my bad. I took that long restroom break. But at the same time, god damn it. This party may not last that long. My bad, Rez, at that. Like, I had to take the restroom break, and it's probably not gonna look too bad on a lot of people here. But, we'll see. Also, I have, like, a reality thing fucking gleaning in on me right now, too, is a fucking dripping goddamn glass. You ever hate condensation to the point it's like, fuck you, Sots. Why do you gotta exist right now? I'm just trying to live a normal life, doing random shit, and you gotta be over here condensating and shit.
How it burns.
Ah! I'm getting there. We're at like 45%.
Tremble before true power.
Boa. Zero. Boa. Where the fuck was that tank on that shit? Boa. Oh, fucking amazing.
Flesh of my flesh. Show them their folly.
Fuck your folly. What are we at now? 26? No, we're actually at 37. Yeah, we're not gonna get it this time. Unfortunately, will not happen. Way too low on the DPS spectrum. The tanks are off, the heals are off. This whole battle's off. Even our DPS is off. I'm a little off because our heals are way off, and so is our tanking. It's all fucking crazy shit. What caused Enrage? I had to pee. What? Not at all. What caused Enrage was, bluntly put, this party's all over the fucking place. Like, especially our tanks and our healers. Our healers, apparently a while ago, were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted, and our tanks this time around just, I don't know. We're not gonna win this though. We're at 32%. We're definitely gonna hit Enrage. It's hands down gonna happen. We'll see though, we're at 30. DPS is way down though, and also, like I said earlier, tanking was just like way down too. Like this battle requires more tanking and more active DPS than loads of battles. It's not moving around fundamental. Like, you can move it around wherever the fuck you want. Like, there's a few times where you gotta stand in the right place. Not the biggest point of this battle. The biggest point of this battle is doing as much damage as possible and not dying. And the heals have to keep you alive, and the tanks have to worry about keeping their fucking job alive. Which obviously, this time around, has not been that fundamental enough for the tank that we've had, well, hopefully to have been so much fundamental, which in said case, has not been apparent. Heals, accordingly as well. Even though they're alive, they're not doing a whole lot, other than keeping themselves alive.
Impudent mortals.
Believe me, if only Ifrit was the stepping stone into this battle right now. God damn. If only that was the problem. If only. Sorry, can't. Oh yeah. Foreign party in the. It's already over. It's done. It's there's no point even trying at this point. Watch a video, please. Oh my god. Oh my god! Ah! I could rip these parties apart with the text that they say at the end of everything. Oh my god, it's always the same. Watch a party! Watch a video! Know what you're doing. Oh! Let me tell you straight up, right off the rip, I told you at the beginning of this, I knew me and Rez could do it. We did it. I told you how we could do it, and we did it from how we did it. You need loads of DPS in this battle. You need good tanks. Good tanks. You don't need a tank. Not every tank's gonna work. It's not gonna work. If you right now, if you're like, oh, I can play tank, probably no. Don't do it. Just don't. You're like, oh, well, I tank this. Don't. Unless you are a good ass tank, don't. Or what you just saw would happen. It's gonna happen. Same with a healer. If you're like, oh, well, yeah, I healed this. No. No. If you're a DPS and you think you can handle it, I'll believe in you. 100%. Seiryu is nothing to do with fucking DPS. Hands down, right off the bat, nothing to do with DPS. Nothing. If you're playing tank or healer right now and you're blaming your DPS, I promise you it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's not your tank. It's not your DPS. If you're a healer or a tank right now and you're blaming DPS, it's your fault. It's literally your fault. It's your fault. Like, every tank in that fight, that's their fault, we died. Every healer in that fight, it's their fault, we died. Not me and Rez. Rewatch the video, okay? I encourage it. Comment on it as well. I'll get back to you tomorrow. Promise! Not our fault. Rewatch. I very, like, these are the biggest things I love about the videos, that, like, nobody ever gets those, like, predetermination comments, because I do rewatch a lot of my videos where I'm like, oh, I want you to watch it. I want you to tell me what I did wrong. I want that. Because let me tell you, I'm going to prove you wrong right up, like right off the bat. I've done this for so long at this point. I know what the problem is. Shitty tanks, shitty heals. Our DPS tonight has been on point. Shitty tanks and shitty heals upon, you know, trying to do what we do best has not gleamed upon us. I don't want to say shitty as in, like, shitty as in they were bad. Maybe unexperienced. But it was definitely not great. And that was the problem of everything we've had tonight. Unfortunately, we had a faulty party as well. Luckily, we did get a clear. I am going to call it here, though. This is it for me. Nature calls. Wait, Totten Tank? He might be better than... I honestly believe that he probably would be Minato, to be honest with you. Overconfident tanks that love to play tank that don't know how to play tank is one of the most fucking horrendous things to actually get stuck with in this game. It's like, no, I got you. I like the tank. You know what you're doing? You know, I've never done it, but I watched a video, but I'll tank. I'm trusting you, guy, but let me tell you, it's with a grain of salt. You toss that salt at him like, Gah! Whew! Sometimes it just like backfires at you like fucking pepper spray. It's like, here's salt, pepper spray, bitch. Ah! Sometimes it's like that. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I've had a fun time. I'm glad me and Rez could actually get a clear in tonight. So the knot wasn't wasted. Definitely. Me and Rez both had something we could actually draw back from tonight. We had our fucking very long awaited Seiryu clear, and I'm glad we had that. Hopefully we can take that for the future with us. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any Blue Mage stuff tonight. I did this the last few nights. I was hoping I could do a little bit, but trying to do Seiryu stuff, I was hoping I could actually get an active farm after the clear tonight, but obviously is inevitable to, or irrelevant. So irrelevant that it's inevitable is a better way to put it. It's not gonna happen tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'm very tired. I'm getting pretty hungry as well, and also I wanna try to watch some educational shit before I actually hit the hay, if you will. But I thank you all for watching and all the support from everybody. No doubt, it's definitely very well appreciated. It's the reason I show up here every night. I appreciate all of you so much. Like, you have all became my best friends, and I love that as well. We can talk about anything, we can do anything. The world is our motherfucking Play-Doh, and we'll mold whatever the fuck we want to out of it. But no doubt, thank you so much for watching. Good night to you as well, Tim. I hope you have a great day/night as well, or night/day, but it's literally the opposite for you. You're in the morning, I'm in the evening. I definitely hope it all goes well for you, Tim. It was awesome having you around. Also, Rez, thank you for jumping in tonight. I knew me and you could get that clear. I've been telling you we could, and we did. And no doubt, I'm so glad you did. Hopefully we can get an actual farm going on pretty soon. And maybe we can even get Steven in here. I know Steven and even Minato would be good additions. Even Judo to our crew there, that we could actually get some good clear parties going on. Like I said, there's certain people I can literally look at and trust in, that I've played through things with, and there's other people where I keep skepticism, and none of you are like in that area. Rez, you've at this point, you got that real trust going on. Thanks for the run invite. No, thanks for being a part of it all. Definitely, Rez. I love to have you around. You're in the knot tub, actually. Well, I hope the knot goes well, Tim. Definitely hope the knot goes well. And good night to you as well, Minato. But everybody, I'm out of here. And hopefully sometime soon we can get some fun stuff going on. And I hate that I actually have to get out of here, but the fatigue has hit me so hard, and I do actually have work tomorrow. And again, I do, like myself, like an old man, work a very full-time job. So I gotta get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody, I've appreciated all of your time, and until next time, I'm out of here. Good night, everyone. Till next time.